Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Talladega for duel number 1. Here's the qualifying order. The full field 23, ready to go. Ben McDonald going to pull this field to green flag. In the restart zone, green, green, green. The Burger King duels underway. All 23 cars getting up to speed here. Let's get up to speed on how to make the 500. First of all, the best way to get in is finish top 15 in the duel. Automatically gets you in. But if you finish outside the top 15, we'll take the 4 drivers that get the fastest lap time in their duel in, and then it will be based off of any provisionals for previous championships or 500 winners, and finally the driver's career score, which is basically a measurement of your accolades through your NDS career. So far, no pressure out front as they're still mainly double file, feeling out the draft. A lot of the really experienced drivers are just kind of taking it nice and calm, doing what they need to do to treat this as basically a practice session. But those in the back, they're the ones that are more desperate for position here. The 86 of Fred Jones needing to get inside top 15. A lot of other fancy drivers strung out behind as well. Seeing everyone back there just kind of form like a tail of the pack. What's going on in the middle here? RS Fast and 11 just in the middle there. Tiger Man a little indecisive on his lane. That 34 needs to get somewhere. They're going to go 4 wide here. Could be a little dangerous that the 45 needs to give the spot to the 34. I think that's going to happen here as everybody's on their way. The intensity level ramping up very significantly from the start of the race as everybody is giving it all they've got. No sign of slowing down either. Oh, a little contact between Landon and Misty Viper up front. Both drivers a little fidgety with themselves. Yeah, down the back, it's so even. What's it going to happen? Down into 3. Oh, a little more contact. The 14 and the 34. Razor definitely moving around, just learning as you go. Beach Brutus up front with Dirtman 5. A lot more contact is happening. And around goes the 14. More wrecking. Oh, the 66 is upside down. They're still hitting into each other. Mizzou, cars and cars and cars, man. That 14 just kept going until he didn't. That 14 moved up into the 10. And that chain reaction, everyone had a 31, but when Born Ready spun down the track, that's what got him. Oh, Fred Jones hard in the outside wall. Wow, driver's trying to make it middle, and then Fink gets into some guys. Ben McDonald and fucking Ringo, dude. That's a flip right there. Boys are still wrecking. Jerry in the 7 almost had it made. Let's take a look at him. You see the wreck starting. The 50 of the Puff taking evasive action. 41 as well. Not so lucky with some other drivers. Oh, Iris getting a piece. There's the 45. Mizzou. There's, well, Ben McDonald has hit already once before. Driver slowing down. There's the 66 at the inside wall, upside down. I want to see one more angle. There's a helicopter cam from Fink. I do think that the 45, it's just the inexperience kicking in, but I don't blame the 45. Like, there was so much contact up in front of him. When Bourne got tipped down, that was it. The 50 does a great job, as I said, but damn. Yeah, I see a lot of those trying to avoid contact in there. The 71 got a little bit of it. It's just so hard. That 78 stacked up into the 62 as well. Oof. Ooh. Fred Jones, huge damage in the pits. Misty Vipers one lap down as well. 66 on pit road. So as we take laps off the board, we're now at the restart. The 31, 86, and 66 are out. Nowhere to go. Top 5. Beach Brutus, Dirtman 5, The Puff, Star, and Tiger Man. Christ, Fantasy feasting good here, but still plenty of good cars left as we take the green again. Take a look mid-pack here. Kyle D, Mizzou, Frosty Lusky there. Trying to get in this and get going. Get drafting up to the main pack. Now there's less cars. It just kind of becomes who can be with the main guys. That one racer able to hang main, so hyperdrive. And Tiger Man's doing a great job driving around here, getting his experience in, doing what he needs to do. Currently top 15 spot, Darkest Presence is at the final spot right now. Fink and Jerry are both in pursuit as they're trying to catch back up. Born Ready is back there. Not sure what he's got. There might be a bit of a battle for the top 15 in the main pack as the 34 is pulled away decently bit. It's a good single file out there. 34 got a damn good car. I think he might have missed the accident there. And winning your duel, respective duel, gets you on the front row, so that's a bonus too. The Tiger Man and the Cooker are just connected up to each other. We're trying to see who can get to the main group. Because I think Fink is almost there, but Jerry might be slipping back. As Tiger Man kind of abandons the Cooker up there, not letting him get that good draft and just leave him there. Fastest lap, let's take a look at those fast lap setters. Fred Jones set a 49.2, so he might be able to get his way in there, but there's still plenty of racing left, so more people can get better laps to see what might happen. Plenty of cars drafting in the main group right now, and there's kind of tailing back there. That you see Darkest Presence still holding that final spot. That 62 is in a good spot right now. Got some lightly damaged vehicles, some others that are more heavily damaged out back. Let's take a look at that interval. Yeah, the 16 and the 10 are both just kind of pacing around with each other. They're off the pace damage, but they'll definitely have a good enough body of work to get into the 500. No worries in that front. 23 is just kind of pushing along right there, but I see Kyle D just making up a bit more ground on the straights. The problem is those turns eventually is where they'll get you good. They have driven away from Fink in that 45. He has lost the draft entirely. His Darkest Presence now might actually lose the draft himself here. That would actually be real interesting if they both lost the draft, but I think the 62 is catching back up. The 50's in this lead group as well. Frosty Wusky out there doing himself a great job managing what's out there. Lanes, see them all exchanging lanes down the front straightaway, putting themselves in the position where they think they can get the most work done. But if a move's being made on you, then you can't really advance your position, though. These are our top 15 right here. Born Ready, 18th. Jerry, 17th. Fink is slow, too. And the connection of Ben McDonald and RS Fast 11 are both here. They might actually catch Born Ready. Maybe. Maybe. Down the back. These duels are still long in their own right. 35 laps is a lot to, you know, push it. And they're expecting some of these drivers, they're going to have to go as far as 80 whole laps. So I think the hot lappers might be those in the back trying to, you know, just get power draft and go around here. They're settling back down to 2 wide. No real reason to push it in this pack right now. Every single person in the lead draft is safe. No harm, no foul. Probably that qualifying position. You'd much rather get a good qualifying spot. If you push it, you get a good qualifying spot. That's just is what it is. So maybe pushing it just a little bit more could get you the good spot. You need to get good runs. Yeah, see the bottom lane. Oh, 41 actually had a pretty good draft up to the back and is moving up. Like, oh, go on board here. Actually, not terrible on the high side when you're getting a good draft. But when you have to slow down with a car like that in front of you, that's when you lose it. Just so much more distance you have to cover on the top side. Never really worth it. The 62 might actually be losing the draft here. For real this time. They're pulling away from him. So Darkest Presence losing the main draft might actually be important to his race because he's in 15th. But the thing is, Fink is all the way at pit entry when he's entering turn 1. So that's a long way for Fink to go. But the 62 has lost the main drafting pack. With no pit stops, it's just a big run to the end right here with everybody balling out. And outside of any, tire failures, it's just one big pack to the end. You see a strong car on the outside? I want to see some outside lane, go good here. Iris did not have a good run off that corner at all. It was actually kind of slow as they see the inside starting to stack up a bit. And now you got more cars on the inside that might get that lane a little faster. Maybe Landon wants to try the outside to get around the 23. Doesn't work. Mizzou just gets such a good run that he's able to just come right on in at 78. Beach Brutus has just had a low-key good race. Him and Dirtman 5 were ahead of the big one, or the first caution at the time. And they've just been kind of chilling ever since. They're looking to go the distance and get in the field, that's for sure. Now another development is how fast is that 62 going? He's going 180 right now. Fink is going about the same speed, so I don't think Fink is going to catch. Jerry's also same speed. Bourne and the other guys are a bit slower. Which, speaking of the other guys, they're coming up on RS and Ben right now to put them a lap down. Tiger Man's just been so good out here in the front. Could be searching alternative lines to see how they can get around the lap traffic without incident here. Here they come. The 10 and the 16 are both there, and they're trying to split them both, but then Ben McDonald just shuts the door on Dirtman 5 as the cameras go glitchy for a second. Now you got two slow cars kind of in this pack right here, and the pack is just trying their best to get around these guys. Tiger Man's run free, but he's alone right now. Just trying to suck up to Born Ready, another lap car. A big mess back here. That's what it is. Trying to get around the 10 and the 16. Beach Brutus definitely kind of taking the fall there. Trying to get down in front of the 1. But that one racer has just got speed to able to kind of put it in there. Let him have it. Now Born Ready is holding up both Dirtman and Iris. 47 trying to just play dodging lap traffic games is pretty intense here. The 4 are actually looking high right now, but just with no success on the high side. And here Hyperdrive now leading off the lap traffic thing there. Now Pack is starting to come back. I mean, now's a good time to run those hot laps because you got so many guys just going all out right now. The 23 and the 4, they might lose draft, but they're just back there. The 62 is not even close. Neither is the 45. And not sure how long it is till they hit the 7. Yeah, Dirtman and Iris have lost the lead draft for now. They're coming up on Jerry here in a bit. Maybe the draft they can get with each other here is kind of strong. Dirtman 5 not giving up. He's actually going decently speedy here. Trying to run those guys down. The problem is just how much faster these guys are all going there. Got that like hot lap draft position here. Speaking of hot lap, fastest lap, still the 50, 51.1. We'll see crossing the line. Who's going to get it? Nobody said a particularly good one here. So who knows? That might be broken one time, but not sure. They're all going so fast. They just need to figure out a way to get some passing going. They're coming up on the 7 right now. Jerry will he be? He will be low. That one Racer gets by, and then Jerry goes high, and then that's gonna kind of be a bit of annoying for the high side to deal with. Drivers trying to kind of wedge their way wherever they can. Now Jerry's on the 3rd lane, and so is the 50. That could be something. The Puff having to sit behind the 7. That could be annoying. You know, running up on the 1 who's up front. Got it made. That's the 45. 1 position short for Fink. That is just not like what he wants to see right now. Darkest Presence got it made. And I think that this is going to come down to whoever's still leading in this lead draft here. Tiger Man wants the move to be made. Fink is there. It's going to actually close the door on Hyper. The Cooker is up high, but he just isn't that fast enough there to really take advantage. He might get there. They're going to put Hyper 3 wide middle. They're still trying to pass Fink. Fink might actually draft with him here pretty nicely. Fink trying to keep both lanes held up, and then the Cooker is just there. Oh, around goes the 34, Tiger Man. Mizzou involved. Razor. Landon, Kyle D with damage. Caution's out. Not sure if we'll get another one. 24 looking bad. You see Iris and Dirtman weaving their way through. Razor got it bad here. 34, bad luck, finally caught up to Jeff. But the defending champion will not need to worry, as he will still make the 500. I think Razor running up on the back of the 34. Showing a bit of displeasure, maybe? Not sure. And Fink will be a lap down, as Hyperdrive will take the lead under this yellow. As that was a 34, Jeff. Tiger Man had looked like he tried to move up the track when either the 78 tried to pass low. And yeah, it looked like that. They were all bunched up in there. And I think the second Frosty Wusky gets on the quarter of Tiger Man, that just sends him into a spin. And there goes Kyle D, Landon, Mizzou, Razor. Beach Brutus got a little bit of damage. And it looks like the Puff is minorly damaged. I think the Puff and Brutus are be fine. We're looking at who's in what position right now. That's going to be important as we get down here. Kyle D and Mizzou are both out. Razor's out. Looking. This race is not over yet. Razor, Kyle D, Mizzou out. All right. So everyone on the lead lap. That's everyone back to Beach Brutus is good. Fink, Jerry, Born Ready. This gives the 47 of Born Ready in position. Jeff is 10th on the lead lap. He's fine. Landon's on the lead lap. Jerry's lap car. I think it's going to be Born Ready, Ben McDonald, RS Fast in 11. They're going to be ones kind of scrambling this one out to see who gets in. Well, to be fair, they're the top 15 in. That's what I mean. Hyperdrive leading Racer, Star, Cooker, and Frosty Wusky in the top 5. And here we go. Let's finish this one off. Taking back to the green and a white wave together. Hyperdrive in that one, Racer. They're both pulling away a little bit here. Stars in third, not doing so hot. The Cooker and Frosty Wusky trying to get a connection together here. Fink is starting to drop a little bit. That's a little concerning. Jerry in 14th, coming up on Fink. Born Ready got good speed. The other... See, Tiger Man and Beach Brutus are slow, but they're just not there yet. Back up to the 3 and 4. That one, Racer, has taken the lead. They're getting the runs back. Going off a 4. That one, Racer. He's got it made for himself. The one will win. Duel number 1. And Born Ready, 15th on the block. That was the ending. Might have saved some drivers and damned others, but that is the result we are going to rock with. We'll catch you at Duel 2 pretty soon. Stay tuned.